The Republican Party is facing a very big question right now. And that question is, who the hell are we? Are we the people who stormed the Capitol on Wednesday? Are we the people who go out there and put big Trump flags on the back of a boat and drive around and actually sink other Trump boats? Or are we a party of individuals who believe in deregulation and lower taxes and lying about what those lower taxes will do for the working class? That is actually the decision the Republican Party has to make as they move forward. With Trump out of the picture and with them losing the Senate, they're the minority party now in the legislative and executive branches. They got the judiciary. The judiciary is locked up for Republicans for a generation or more. But they have no power. Well, they have limited power in the legislative side. And that's what's going to bug them. So yes, they do have to find this identity. Right now, they have no direction. They don't know which way they're going to go. You have members trying to emerge as leaders. You have Ted Cruz, you have Hawley, you have Cotton, all of them trying to take control of the party and say, we are this. No, we are this. And none of them really truly know. They all cast their lot in with Donald Trump. But some of them, I think, are smart enough to understand that this is not a sustainable path for the party or for their personal political careers. Ted Cruz is barely hanging on to his Senate seat. And we all remember the race against him and Beto. Very close. Ted Cruz is still one of the most hated politicians in the United States. So he understands he has to do something. Unfortunately for Ted, his idea was to embrace the MAGA hat wearers, the Trump supporters. He wants them to strengthen him. Cotton, on the other hand, as we saw this week, said, listen, I'm not going to support the insurrection. I'm not going to support the election challenges. That's not me. I'm not that kind of guy. That could win Cotton a heck of a lot of moderate support, which is terrifying because Cotton is a deeply dangerous individual as a politician. Look at his voting record. Look at his stances on issues. Look at his history. It is not pleasant. It is terrifying. But he's playing it, in my opinion, smarter than Ted Cruz or Josh Hawley, who is playing it exactly like Ted Cruz. And Hawley got the wind knocked out of him metaphorically on Wednesday after that photograph, of him greeting the protesters. Yeah. That photograph could end your career, bud. I hope it does. I really and truly hope it does. But either way, the party has to figure out where it's going to go. Are they going to be the Trump party? Or are they going to go back to being the Republican Party that, is what it is? Slightly evil. They lie a lot, but occasionally serve as a balance to the United States. Because here's the problem, folks. We only have a two-party system. And when one of those parties isn't functioning, we're left with just one. And I'm sorry, even though I am on the left, I do not want just a Democratic Party being able to function here in the United States. That's not good. We need more functioning parties, not fewer. And unfortunately, it looks like that is actually where we're headed because the Republicans are so damn dysfunctional. So what would happen in that instance is that you would have the disaffected, more moderate, classical Republicans leave that party, like the Lincoln Project folks did, and then go to the Democratic Party, which is only going to bring the Democratic Party further to the right and leave people like me, who are pretty far left, without a home. Not that we really have that much of a home in the Democratic Party today, but it's better than nothing. The Democratic Party would move further to the right, as would the Republican Party. Those of us on the left would be left without a party apparatus and therefore left without any power. That's why this is so terrifying, and that's why this decision the Republican Party is going to make is not only going to affect them, it is, in fact, going to affect the future of American politics.